Okay, so it should be recording. So, hello. I've also enabled a camera so I can actually see what I'm doing with my hands. So I have another update with Dailymotion. And essentially I'm testing it now with some more avatars that I have access to. But I've also added a feature where if I take the controller, it's actually it's still like tracking the fingers from Dailymotion. If assuming Dailymotion is always tracking. But it's actually using the position from the controller if my wrist is close enough. So essentially, with the menus, this should give me much better. It should give me much better precision rather than the floaty hand. But if I like move my hand sufficiently far away, it's actually gonna snap to the leap motion tracking. So see, I can actually now fully position my hands with the leap motion. I can articulate the fingers. But when I'm using these, I still have the precision of the controller. So it's just a few things. So I'm just gonna change the skybox real quick. So let's use this one, for example. Just so we have a little bit nicer environment. Let me also spawn let me spawn a mirror. There we go. So let me actually put the controllers on the ground. So now actually I'm using purely this is really cool. I'm actually using purely my fingers for the tracking. So you can see I can do various motions with my fingers, and it's gonna apply them correctly to my avatar. It is surprisingly cool because like I'm essentially not holding anything in my hands, yet my avatar is corresponding, and it's quite convincing. It's quite like one-to-one. So and Dailymotion is tracking it really well as well. That is really cool. Huh. Okay, let's try some more avatars. So I'm gonna go to my inventory. I still need to like let's use the cables and the controller. There we go. Let's try a few more avatars. So let's see. Let's try the skeleton one again. It's always a good to test. So I have this one. Let me reset my scale. And see, this is where it overrides. I sort of like right now it sort of snaps. I'll see like in the future if I can like make it a little bit smoother, but I'll just move myself over there. Am I even facing my sensors? There we go. The sensors are over here. So let's try this. So as long if the leap motion actually stops tracking, you see the hands, they gonna also go away because it's trying to use the controllers. But as soon as they are within the range, it's gonna use the leap motion for the finger positions and the hand positions. Come on. This is really cool. Let's try a few more. So let's see, what else do we have? Let's try the Rick one. Okay. Really cool. Let's try another. Let's try the Hell guy. Oh, this one actually matches the environment quite well. So this is the Hail guy. It's actually pretty cool because it's not just the leap motion is not just the fingers, but it's the hand positions as well. And essentially having them move with my real hands, except this one seems to be spazzing out a little bit for some reason. It's really cool. Especially low latency as well. Okay, let's try. What else we can try? Oh, this one is quite interesting because I mentioned before it actually has only it has only 3 fingers. So you see they are sort of still feels like it's surprisingly matching. Of course, some fingers are completely ignored, so you see like I'm moving my pinky right now, but it's not really doing much. So this one is matched to my middle finger. This is the index. This is the thumb. Okay, let's see what else. Let's try the Sonic one. It's always interesting. So the Sonic with the controllers. And I see also if this actually goes out of the range. So right now the leap motion cannot see my hands because I'm putting them sort of behind my head. It actually switches back to the controller tracking. So you can see now it's using the Oculus Rift skeletal model. But once the hand comes back into range, it'll actually use these. Not sure why does the right hand freak out all of a sudden. It was working a little better before. Might be like the way I'm facing. It's something over there that it doesn't like. It's actually working pretty cool. Except these hands are freakishly huge. Where's my other controller? There we go. So this is all tracking fine. And I don't want to create a new directory. One thing that's actually working now, because of some of the additions or changes I made, the Keth avatar now also is tracked. Also the weight painting is not too good on this one. But it is working at least it's moving. So it can be used as a reference for fixing it. Oh, there's also this guy, yellow guy. So it's pretty good hands. I'll actually rotate a little bit here. Okay, so this should behave much better. I'm also gonna re-enable so we can actually grab things with just the leap motion and scroll the UIs and just interact with some things in the environment. So it's not just pure visual. But this is it for now. The update. You can essentially see now it's using my controller for the tracking, so it should provide better precision. So this one is calibrated really weird. It might need a little bit of a tweaking because right now actually I think it's pretty good. Like the snapping is also hard to tell because my Rift setup it's not the best, so it's kind of jittery on itself. My Vive has much better stuff, but unfortunately I don't have attachment for the Vive right now, so I need to use the Rift. But you can let me know how well it works for you, and let me just switch back to my original avatar. And you can just let me know like how well it works for you, and I'll tweak things as necessary. So thank you very much for watching, and let's actually the cables. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you with the update. Bye bye. Yeah, my hand. It's actually funny. It even sees my hand like when I'm stopping here.